Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I nurture my inner nurturer. No, today is the day for those who nurture everyone around them and sometimes forget themselves. Today is the day to lavish some energy onto yourself. So, quick announcement. If you are waiting for Mercury to go direct before signing up for my feelings class, this is your opportunity. The feelings deep dive, the first one is on Thursday. You can attend the class on Zoom or you can have it sent to you or join the group. If you are interested, the FAQ group for all the information, the link is posted below the video, and I think this is just going to be so amazing. So, that being said, let's dig into this astro energy. I think the big thing that we have going on today is the Sun working with Jupiter. So, Sun in Cancer, working our nurturing, compassionate, and also intuitive energy, working with the feels, and the feels are connecting to Jupiter. So, Sun in Cancer, Trine, Jupiter in Pisces. Our intuition is spiking, but we also may have a lot of feels coming through. Now, I have to show you. These cards are so interesting for this. The top of the cards is the turning in card. So this is a card, it's a cups card. So it really is about tuning in and listening to the feels, listening and feeling the energy that's moving through you and not getting overly caught up in mentalizing it or needing to figure it out. This isn't about what do these feelings mean? It's just about really allowing these energies to process. I just got laughed out because that's me. What does this mean? All the time. So I'm gonna listen to my own advice. Not my advice, spirit's advice. And try not to analyze. Just allow these energies to move through. Because like I said, Jupiter, you may be ecstatic for a moment, and Jupiter's like, yes, this is so wonderful, it feels so good. And the next second, something else happens, oh, this feels so sad. So it's go for the ride, nurture the feelings, and nurture the feeler of the feelings yourself through those energies. Besides that, we do have the moon in Sagittarius. So hopefully the moon in Sagittarius will help keep us elevated or being buoyant. You know, when you're you go through the thing and you just pop right back up to the surface. The moon in Sagittarius can absolutely do that. We will have the moon in Sagittarius connecting to both Saturn and Uranus, but that's really early. Really, really, really early. So watch for some of the triggers. Watch for any of the shoulds triggering you, or even those who are you can't sit here, you don't belong here. Any of those feelings, even if it's just your head that's doing that, watch for those feelings popping up at the first part of the day. But then we're ready to get into it. In fact, dreams. Your dreams may come through very strong, so listen to your dream messages. Now, this is interesting because I'm really feeling this strong, nurturing yin energy, feeling the feels. We will have an opposition between Venus and Pluto. So, Venus represents the yin energy. So this could be a tug of war with the opposition, where you would like to embrace the yin energy, and yet it doesn't feel embraced by the world. And so whether the power struggles in yourself to be strong enough to be gentle, to be strong enough to embrace something that the whole world hasn't embraced, or if the struggle is somebody outside, criticizing, or some authority figure being no, don't be lazy, whatever that looks like. So watch for some of that. That could come up. It could also show up in energies around your personal worth, or even energies in relationship, feeling a little bit of that power struggle. So watch for that in the afternoon as Venus opposes Pluto. Let's see, that reaches its peak around 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, but I think we're going to be really feeling that building through the day, so do watch for that. Besides that, the moon is making majority of the other connections. Moon in Sagittarius, we talked about a few of those. Moon opposite Mercury. We just had Mercury go direct, so it's just winding itself up. My car battery wouldn't work today, and then it did. Joe played with some wires and was like, ta-da! It's Thank you, Mercury. Thank you for one last performance, Mercury retrograde. But even though it's direct, it's in the shadow. So we may have some more of the shenanigans, especially as the moon pulls against it. So have some patience, have some faith, and listen for what your lesson is in the process. Last thing of the day that I do want to mention is we do have Saturn and Chiron also connecting. And this again, I feel like we had this connection fairly recently. And I think I have talked about it because it was when we had the Justice League all coming together, or the Knights of the Round Table coming together, planetary-wise. But this Saturn and Chiron, it kind of doubles down on like the being true to you energy. Saturn in Aquarius specifically really feels like the purpose that we have of being ourselves. And with Chiron and Aries, really healing the energy around who we are so we can show up in that purpose, on purpose. So that could come up around the worth stuff. That may be part of what needs to be nurtured. What I do have to say is we've got this beautiful card, Breakthrough. There is some beautiful breakthrough energy. I think even if we just, again, if we go into feeling the feels around whatever that is for you and not getting too caught up in the stories, I just think there'll be some beautiful processing. I do have the completion card in reverse, so it may not quite be done, the processing. There's many layers to move through, but like trust these layers that are up and embrace that work. So I'm going to leave this here for now. You can book a reading with me. Email me for that. Join my feelings deep dive if you are interested. I think it's going to be so wonderful. I'm so excited. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.